dry conversation that they're having.
So what are you saying then? You coming?
Coming.
Yeah, I was about to go get some air and a strong drink. You've got, what, like 3 hours counting down, right?
Oh, well, don't you need to...
Everyone's leaving.
Right.
You're mad late, you know.
I know, I feel terrible. I was meant to be getting in this morning and there was this, very boring story you probably don't want to hear. Could I help now, maybe, with anything?
No.
Great. Now I feel useless and terrible.
You're not useless.
Just terrible.
I'm excited. But might need a whiskey to help me think.
Whiskey, yes. Famous for thinking.
Both smile.
That's what I'm saying.
No, I don't believe in destiny. Because if destiny is the path laid out for you, you still have to walk it. Choose it. But every once in a while, there are moments.
Come on.
Moments that make you question.
Join me.
If what you choose
You got
really
time.
matters. When you've chosen it already.
4. Past. School gates.
You're in sixth form. It's after lessons and you're late for your weekly appointment. It's the one where you choose to sit in silence instead of talk. Choose to do anything else instead of talk. And you're surprised at how quickly, instead of talking, has become the highlight of your week. When you're given pencils and paints and paper and invited to dream, you did. Reluctantly. Now you spend hours each week seeing the world through colors and patterns, secretly painting dreams and nightmares and the things in between until it feels like second nature. Maybe you're used to finding a different language in the absence of words, in this town that always felt like someone else's world. But then again,
You got time?
sometimes words come easily, like when there's a boy standing in your way. The boy who blazed into town with a foreign ease, wielding his smile like a weapon and aiming it at you.
I just want to ask.
Sorry,
Hear me out.
I need to be
That'll be
somewhere.
quick.
Move, man!
Dre inches closer, and as he tries to push past him, he dives back dramatically.
Use your fists. Don't use your fists. Use your... Bro, please.
And then he smiles. It stops her in her tracks.
You see colors around him, curious colors. Light and dark hues dancing together, bleeding into the space around him, making it feel warmer when he's around, familiar. When he's around, even when
Yo, you drew this, yeah?
he's looking at your sketch of a mother cradling her baby.
She self-consciously snatches it back.
It's just a sketch.
Oh, you're throwing it out?
She shrugs.
Then could I have it?
Why?
Because it's sick. The way you draw, you're proper good.
She looks at him, at the sincerity in his eyes, and for a second,
You've grown used to knowing how things will play out before they play out, so people only see what you want them to see from a distance.
I'm serious.
This is not what you want.
Yeah, it is.
No, it isn't.
How would you know what I want?
You want me to join a debate club?
No. Okay, yes.
Okay,
but
fine.
look, you're
And
stubborn.
you're annoying. What? Thought we were sharing random facts?
Definitely not afraid of public speaking.
And you should try being more afraid, just as an exercise.
And you always got to be right.
I don't always have to be right.
I rest my case.
You rest nothing.
See, that is what we need. We want to enter the national championship next year and...
Want to know what I want?
What?
Peace.
Since when? Okay, fine. I'll be real with you, okay? No one else speaks in debate club, okay? It's just been me and this guy, George, and George is fine, George is great, George is a top guy, but my man is really very into frogs.
What?
Yeah. Frogs. Those green rubbery weapons of mass destruction that Jesus just dropped all over Egypt.
Technically, that was God.
Frogs! There's only so much a person should be able to say about frogs, but you see, George will always find a way.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
I'm telling you.
You just made that up.
I swear down.
And who's George?
May you never know.
Des holds back a smile, in spite of herself.
Didn't think this was your style.
My style.
You're smart.
Oh, you're saying you noticed?
And lazy.
That's rude, you know.
So why are you really doing this?
I'm just living up to my full potential, innit?
And
It'll look good on my UCAS forms.
And
Absolutely no other reason whatsoever. Debating matters, Destiny.
Uh-huh.
Even Harris thinks we need you. And my man hates you. But he's right. You're our only hope.
In his best/worst Princess Leia voice,
Help us, Obi Des Kenobi.
he flashes her a brilliant smile.
No.
Wait, what?
No.
But you mean...
I'm saying
But
no.
to be clear,
I don't want to.
why?
I'm busy.
Why?
I need to be somewhere.
Why?
So
Why?
I need to be somewhere.
Okay, we could do a trade or something, yeah? Like, you help me, I could help you too. So what do you need? How can I help?
You try to remember the last time someone asked you that question before they got tired of asking.
Looks at him for a long moment.
Cool. Your silence is mad creepy still.
I don't need your help, Dre.
Walks away.
Okay, fine. The winning team gets $2,000.
Interesting.
So you'll do it.
Okay,
Wait, really? So yes.
but you'll have to do something for me.
Sounds like a trade then.
Sure.
Alright, cool. What you need?
Your body.
What?
5. Present. Bus station.
Nothing, it's just so strange being back here, you know.
Yeah. Strange having you back.
This town feels so small.
Maybe you're just a fish.
He keeps walking as Des stops abruptly.
There's this place around the block where we can.
Oh
maybe-
my god.
What?
Is this bus station?
Yeah.
The bus station?
Where buses come and go.
Wow, no, wait. What? Do you remember what it looked like when we were at school?
A deserted war zone.
Yeah, but now look at those curves. That glass. Those boards with bus timings updating in real time. I mean, it is sexy.
Should I just leave you two alone then, or?
Huh?
But you in the bus station sounds like you're about to get it on.
Des laughs.
Oh, I'm not judging. Like, hey, it's functional. If that's what does it for you, like,
Well, it has been a while.
Dre stares at her. Interest peaked.
has it?
She immediately regrets saying that.
Okay, say it.
What?
Just say it.
Say what?
You know what?
Dre pauses. It could be a million different things unsaid.
Say.
I look different now.
Oh.
Not what he was expecting.
I mean, you look.
Fact.
That's not what I was.
Gone.
That's really not.
Really? No. Wow.
Would you just stop fishing?
What? For more insults?
Don't act like I don't see you.
Where? In the trenches, hiding from the shots
You
fired.
look beautiful, Des. You always have.
They both laugh.
Prince Charming, is that you, yeah?
Why are you charmed?
A laugh. A shift.
I'm really sorry, Dre, about your gran.
I mean, we knew it was coming.
Doesn't make it any easier.
No, it doesn't.
She was a powerhouse, man.
Dre nods, clearly wanting to change the subject.
And I'm sorry I was late for the service.
No, it's calm.
No, it's not. It's really not. I hate being
I
late.
know.
My plane was delayed 3 times, 3. There was a whole thing about a storm, and look, I get it. Everything is a mess, and the world is on fire, sure. But it was like the universe was just trolling me like 50 Cent, I swear. Then when I finally landed, my train was cancelled, and by the time the next one was running, someone had flung themselves onto the tracks, which obviously, I mean, it's terrible, right? It's terrible. I can't imagine what they were going through, but by that point, really and truly, I was ready to just end it all too.
I'm glad you didn't.
No. Quickly climbed off of that edge.
Because 2 funerals?
Excessive?
Right.
Well, I thought as much.
I have to do another eulogy.
No, thank
That
you.
Wouldn't be good.
Sure. Wait. Why would it not be good?
Because I'd probably just say, and talk about losing all faith in love and how you were the one that got away. My whole life hasn't been the same since you left.
Des just looks at him. Eventually, Dre smiles.
I'm kidding.
Right.
I'm obviously kidding.
Right, yeah, no, of course.
They both laugh. It's too loud.
Listen, I know I'm not usually the best at stuff like this, but I'm just going to take your lead here, okay?
Sorry?
I'm going to take your lead.
Can you run that back?
Okay,
What's happening? You're like malfunctioning.
good. Great stuff. So, as I was saying, I'm happy to follow your lead. So, in like 30 seconds or whatever, we can just go back to not talking about how you just buried your grandma and the mess that's probably going through your head right now. And we can roll back to not talking about how much I loved her and how wonderful she was. And my God, Dre, how she loved you. And not talking about how she's probably somewhere up there, you know, being an absolute menace. And like, fuck, where the hell even is up there anyway, right? Like we just tell ourselves these things and make up these stories to make living without the people we love a little easier. And sometimes it's not enough, is it? So we can just go back to not talking about any of it. If that's what you want, we can do that. But I'm gonna try something first, okay? Don't, like, spontaneously combust.
She hugs him. Abruptly, awkwardly, Dre stands still. She hangs on, hugging him closer. Eventually, he hugs her back, and we see two people melting into a hug that's been 8 years in the making.
How am I doing?
Still intact.
Yeah?
Yeah.
End of part 1. 2. Friends. 1. Past. Outside of a wedding venue.
You're 17. You see her standing outside a venue, eyes closed, head to the sky like she's imagining could be anywhere else. The sun's shining on one side of her face, and for a second she looks like a little girl. And for some reason you hang back and watch her for a bit. Watch as someone passes close by. Watch as her shoulders tense and her eyes fly open. Watch as she transforms in an instant from a little girl into a warrior, preparing for battle. Yeah, what are you doing here? You stalking me now, yeah?
Yes, I'm stalking you. That's what's happening.
It's no fun when you do that, you know.
My dad knows the bride's family. I'm basically a hostage.
Why are you outside? Like, what, you hate weddings now?
Don't say it like that.
Like what?
I don't hate weddings. Just don't care for them.
Why not?
I don't know.
Come on.
I don't know.
There's got to be a reason.
Do you always need an answer?
Do you always have to long it out?
Maybe it's not that simple.
Maybe you're overcomplicating it.
Maybe you're asking.
The wrong question? Right. What does that even mean though? Like for real, like, is it just like something you say to shut people up?
I don't know. Is it working?
Nope.
Shame.
Give me one reason out of your many reasons.
Des is quiet for a while.
I don't know anyone that's still married because they're in love and not just because they have a duty to someone, you know?
You just got to pick the right person, innit?
Right. That simple, is it?
Yeah. Why not?
Why are you here anyway?
How come you sound vexed
I'm not vexed.
now? Have I vexed you?
Not yet.
Yeah.
So,
No, I was just passing by.
you what?
Yeah. I saw the food, saw the black people, and I just thought, why not, you know?
She stares at him. He waits.
Nah, I'm messing. I'm working in the kitchen. Nana hooked out.
Right.
Church connections.
Cooking.
Human dishwasher.
Is it?
Extra coin. Gotta start somewhere before I level up.
You want to work in food?
If it makes me money.
You think a lot about money.
Some of us have to.
Meaning,
I live on your block. I've seen your dad's car.
and
I'm just saying, like, Nana's doing alright for herself, but like, our house looks like your house gave birth to it.
funny.
Your dad's a doctor, right?
Neurologist.
Cool. So like, if I ever have a stroke,
He'll pray for you.
Dre laughs.
they're actually kind of jokes, you know.
He looks at her.
Why are you looking at me like that?
Like what?
Like you're about to steal my inheritance.
Yeah. Remind me that. Which one of them rich uncles is your dad again?
To be clear, there is no inheritance, so you can chill. My dad works for the NHS.
Oh, he's not private. Later.
He makes to leave, and Des laughs.
You saving up for something?
A plane ticket.
Lads holiday?
If we win the prize money, I want to visit my mum.
She moved back.
Yeah.
Permanently.
Dre shrugs.
Is that why you moved in with your nana?
He shrugs again, with a smile, carefully casual.
So then your dad
Imagine,
is...
right, being back home, but instead,
You're here.
Man's here.
Malachi! Dre freezes. The music becomes muted.
You hear an older woman's voice. A voice you don't recognize from inside the venue saying...
Malachi!
For a second you wonder if you imagined it, but the voice continues.
Is that you? You've gotten so big, I can't believe it!
No. Control it. Smile. Look up. No, Auntie, that's my brother.
Such a sweet boy. How is he?
He's fine, Auntie.
Say hi to him. And your mom for me?
Of course, Auntie.
He gives her a friendly wave. Then he stops the music.
You have a brother?
Yeah?
Younger?
Older?
Back in London?
No.
With your mum?
No.
Where is he then?
He died last year. Car accident.
I don't understand. You just said he was fine.
No point making an old woman sad.
She looks at him with empathy.
You see?
Don't do that.
What?
That. You smile when you're happy. You smile when you're sad. And when you're angry and scared and upset, you just keep smiling. Like you don't think it's safe to stop or something.
Dre laughs. In the way that people do when they don't know what else to do.
So I'm just saying that you can stop sometimes.
He holds her gaze. Then the scene begins to transform.
Shit.
Well,
It's shut.
2. Outside of a restaurant.
it's shut.
Idiot, I forgot my keys.
Your keys.
Dre laughs, leaning against the door.
Is this you having a breakdown?
No. It's just, it's mad, isn't it? Like, all of it.
Yeah,
And you're here.
I'm here.
Dre is still serious.
I'm really glad you came, Destiny.
Me too.
A loud ping.
I was actually going to surprise you.
Des takes out her phone.
Fuck my life.
Let's say surprises then.
No, well, yeah, I do, actually, very much. But no, it's this storm, also known as the bane of my life. My flight's just been delayed.
Delayed, huh?
Fuck my life, man. Where is this drink I was promised?
I forgot how demanding you get when you're stressed.
Stress? Ha! Who's stressed? Not me.
No, definitely not you. Well, Nana's house is like 2 streets away.
Is it?
You don't recognize this area, any of it?
Maybe I just blocked it from my memory. Besides, I have.
What, no sense of direction?
It's my one flaw.
One?
Allow me, man.
Dre laughs.
You haven't been back to your dad's place in a while though, right?
Not since before he sold it.
So you came back? Before he sold it?
Yeah. Briefly, like 5 years ago or something.
Right. Well, I was saying, our old block's close by, if you don't mind the boxes being in the way. One thing Nana always had was great booze.
Oh, I remember.
Yeah. I mean, we could head back if you want.
Where all the great news is. Yes, I won't.
Cool.
Wait, why are we here though? You said something about the keys when you were definitely not having a breakdown.
Yeah.
Dre points to the restaurant. Suddenly nervous, she shakes her head. What?
This is my restaurant.
What do you mean?
I mean, I own it.
What do you mean you own it?
I mean, it's mine.
What do you mean it's
I'm running out of ways to say this differently.
Sorry, I brain processing. Well, congratulations is what a normal person would say.
Thanks. I mean, it's small. There's still so much I want to do with it, but I mean, we're getting there.
So you're gonna stay around then?
He looks at her. A question.
I mean, this is great, Dre. Really.
Thanks.
Business school came in handy then.
Looks like it.
And the cuisine.
West and Central African fusion.
Well, Dre, You really did it. Just like you said.
And not one egg in sight.
3. Past. Des's house.
You're sketching the boy who appeared out of nowhere and became your friend before you could stop him, and feeling a strange sensation one might call deep regret.
So when you said you needed money,
Sit still.
and you wouldn't tell
This
me
is
why,
still.
I thought you meant like you
Keep
were gonna
doing
like
what you're
harvest my
doing,
organs,
but
or like you're gonna
opposite,
use me as
where
a
you're
human
still.
sacrifice.
There's
Like
still
something-
time, don't worry.
Something a little bit more exciting.
There's
Can
time.
we take a break?
Who would miss him if I killed him?
Have you got any food?
Food.
Sustenance for the brain? Heard of it?
Huh?
What?
You're hangry.
Nah.
You are. That is what it is. You're hangry.
I said I'm not, though.
It's cute.
So-
In like a Fred Flintstone sad caveman kind of way.
He looks at her as she enjoys her own joke.
Got any food? Yabba dabba do.
Where's the food?
Check the fridge.
He mumbles grumpily as he walks to the fridge.
Talking about yabba dabba do. You don't even say it like that.
He looks in the fridge. After a moment, with deep disappointment,
You have an egg.
What?
One egg.
Okay.
Nah, not okay. Like, what do you lot eat here, man?
Don't know. Whatever.
What do you mean, whatever?
Like whatever.
Who cooks?
Des laughs.
Oh, you were serious? No one cooks.
Everyone can cook.
Didn't say we can't. We just don't in this house.
Why not?
Used to. When we were in London with my mum when she was around, but I was like 10 or 11, so I don't remember how to make her food. How to make it taste right, I guess.
Whereabouts in London again?
South.
I knew I liked you. Bro. So you moved here with your dad after your mum,
Yeah.
and how did she?
Brain tumor.
Damn. I'm sorry.
Ironic, no? Marrying a neurologist and still dying of a brain tumor. It's strange though. No one tells you how to do it. When you're a kid, it's like one day you have a mom, next day you don't. But no one tells you how to remember that she was yours and you were hers and you belonged to someone once, you know? No one tells you, do they? Then you start to forget things like how her food tasted.
Describe it to me, your mum's food. How did she make it?
No,
Give me some inspiration while I cook us this egg.
well, she'd start off with music, always. That's how we knew it was about to pop off in the kitchen.
You play something then. Something she'd play. Like, what's this?
Old school.
Dre listens for a few beats.
Kind of slaps.
I told you. I remember us all dancing to this, and Papa didn't dance, but sometimes, for her, he did.
She watches echoes of them across the room with the most content childlike smile.
And voila.
The smell is what hits you first.
What do you think?
The sweet cinnamon claws at your throat, circles around your ribcage like a robe obstructing your ability to breathe.
Des?
It lifts you up and out of yourself. Smells are funny, right? You forget the power they hold to make nightmares come alive.
Des, what's wrong?
Not now. No, not now.
Des,
No, stay there, please.
I think you're having a
No,
panic
I'm
attack.
not.
Okay.
I'm not.
Okay, you're not. You just
I'm
keep breathing deep.
I'm
Breath
trying.
just in
Stop
and
talking.
out. Sorry.
No, keep talking,
Wait,
please,
you want me
please.
to?
No, please.
Okay.
Don't.
Close your eyes.
Don't tell me what to do.
Oh.
She immediately closes her eyes.
All right, just cross your hands, put them on your chest. That's it. Now lock your thumbs together, kind of like a butterfly. Yeah, good. Now just start tapping your hands on your chest. Slowly, Des. Just keep breathing. In and out. That's it. Slowly. In and out.
He breathes with her until her breath finally starts to steady.
You feeling better?
She nods. He doesn't ask what that was about, but she feels his question in the silence.
It just happens sometimes.
When did it start?
I don't know.
My brother Malachi, he used to get them a lot too.
Your brother?
Yeah. He had to do that a lot.
When he points to the placement of her hands on her chest like a butterfly, Des looks around awkwardly, suddenly realizing she's still crouched on the floor. Dre now kneels, cautiously, drawing closer, as if approaching a wild animal.
I'm gonna try something, yeah? Don't like spontaneously combust.
And he hugs her. She stiffens. He continues to hug her. Eventually, she relaxes into the hug. We see her start to hug him back, but she drops her hands at the last minute. After a moment, Dre pulls back a little too. Look at her.
And now he's staring at you, and you wonder if he sees, if he knows, if he's reaching into the darkest, ugliest corners and scooping out the truth.
I'm never cooking an egg again, I swear down.
Des smiles. He helps her up. The scene begins to transform.
I'm sorry about all the boxes.
4. Present. Nana's house.
Wow, it's like an obstacle course.
You were warned.
I was warned.
Sorry?
Don't be silly.
Listen, I was just packing up Nana's things
Don't
last
worry.
week and I was trying to work out what to hold on to, what to let go.
He pauses.
It's harder than I thought.
Can I help?
He looks at her.
Okay.
He makes her a drink, and she starts sifting through boxes.
It's mad weird though, like, I don't think I ever believed in ghosts before, but now I like walk into a room and there she is. Playing blues on a vinyl, laughing in the kitchen, cussing me out.
She did that a lot.
She did.
Cussed me out a few times too.
No soul was spared.
Can't say she wasn't there.
I started to see you too, you know.
What do you mean?
Here, in the house.
Like a ghost or something?
Or something.
You know, I had this conversation with one of my friends the other day. We were talking about how memory shapes our reality.
Right?
Thanks.
He hands her a drink.
Thanks. And I'm probably oversimplifying it because she's a whole neuroscientist and in comparison I'm an idiot, but basically we were discussing how we can never remember things in the same way because we are never the same, right? Even now when I'm trying to remember the conversation I had with her, my mind's already modified it. Because we can't help but make meaning out of what we know in the present, right? And the meaning we make of our lives changes how we remember things. So the act of remembering, I guess, the act itself of telling a story, changes it, which is
Terrifying.
right.
Because then how many stories will actually be true?
Well, that's just it. If we're all reconstructing our own truth, that means there's no single truth. So I guess, I don't know, I guess then we're kind of just asking, what is truth?
So do you like make a habit of bringing innocent men into existential crisis, or am I just special?
You're special.
You're a liar.
So I'm still a ghost or something.
A ghost made real.
They share a look.
You said you're on a deadline.
Yeah, man.
Are you still...
A female version of a hustler.
Dre smiles.
Come on.
Yeah. Still on my freelance ship.
I heard you were kind of a big deal.
Where?
Why are you lying?
I'm not. Who's your source? Oh God. It's not my dad, is it? You know, he still doesn't understand what I do. He just keeps telling everyone I'm a conflict journalist.
They both laugh.
Seriously, I don't know if it's just because, like, as a rule, telling your African father that you're a concept artist just, like, breaks them forever, you know? Or if he genuinely believes I'm out there in war zones doing important work. Either way, I'm definitely a disappointment as a daughter. So,
Impossible.
oh, it's possible, trust me. But the work is varied, you know. Like right now, I'm working on this animated thing, and before that, I was putting together an exhibition in Venice and just like losing my mind every day until.
Des stops, pulling something out of a box. She holds up a book, looks at him, amused, confused, and touched all at once.
Wait, how is this here? You've read my illustrated children's books?
Nana would get them.
Really?
Yeah, she kept tabs on you through the years. She was really proud of you, you know.
Thanks. That means a lot.
And plus, my son's a fan.
Des takes a beat, like she knew it was coming, but it still blindsides her. And then, carefully, casually,
Your son? Really? He likes dark fairy tales.
Well, he likes the pictures.
That's sweet.
He turned 5.
How old is he?
5.
Wow. 5.
Yeah, I don't know how that happened.
Well, Dre, when a man and a woman love each other very much.
she expects him to laugh, but he doesn't.
Come on. That was funny.
Sorry.
Not even a pin
Sorry,
down.
yeah.
Jesus. That was really.
Yeah, it was bad, I agree. Yeah. Rewind?
Yeah. So, you have a son?
Yeah!
Des laughs.
What's he like?
Oh man, he's great.
Yeah?
Yeah, he's kind and he's curious and he's hella smart too. And I know everyone says some things their kid's a genius, like for existing and sharing their DNA, but I swear down, this kid is.
A genius for just existing and sharing your DNA.
They both laugh.
I'll be honest, I struggled at first, you know.
Parenthood didn't come easily? No way.
No, look, I'm just saying, you know, you expect it'll be tough and you'll get things wrong and you'll feel lost or overwhelmed or whatever, but then when you're struggling to get medical diagnosis or worrying about why he's not speaking yet or why he's not like the other kids, or whatever story you've told yourself normal is, that just opens up so many other things. Like, my kid didn't start speaking until he turned 4, right? And I look back now and I just feel guilty. Because I spent so long thinking we needed to fix him, you know? And then one day I was speaking to him and he does this thing, right? He does this thing where he doesn't really look you square in the eye. So his viewpoint is like a little bit off, like a little bit off kilter, you know? And he's responding to me in that moment. I see him. Do you get me? Like, I finally clocked that my son literally found a different way of seeing the world and being in it. No less normal than any other kid. Just different, you know? And because I panicked, because I got scared, I just forgot to listen. He reminded me that there are so many different ways of communicating, and instead of trying to change him, I just had to meet him where he was. I just had to pay attention.
Dre notices Des is uncharacteristically silent.
Anyway, I know it's not groundbreaking or anything, I just changed a lot for me.
That's really beautiful, Dre.
Dre shakes it off.
No, I mean it. Just imagine if we all had that. God, imagine. Good to see I was right anyway.
About what?
You. She starts looking around as the scene begins to transform.
You're right.
5 passed.
My painting, I can't find it.
What do you mean?
For my portfolio, The Fugitives, how does a painting just disappear?
But you named a painting The Fugitives and it's gone and escaped.
Des laughs. Present. Nana's house.
Wait, you have this on vinyl?
She holds up a vinyl record of John Hyatt and the Corners, Have a Little Faith in Me.
Yeah, I found it in Nana's stuff.
Whoa. Do you remember when we...
She stops herself, shaking her head. He waits.
When we what?
Nothing.
He watches her as she starts to put the record back, casually takes it from her before she does.
I remember. What, you want to play it?
Sure, if we can find something to play it on.
Help me look.
Of course.
They start sifting through boxes. Dre surreptitiously glances at Des.
Can feel your eyes on me, you ain't slick.
Oh.
Spit it out.
No, it's just, I heard that you got engaged recently.
Des stops sifting briefly.
You heard?
Yeah, well, it's just, word on the street.
Uh-huh.
So,
I did.
oh yeah?
Yeah. His name's Travis. He's a good man, you know. Kind, chill, a jazz musician. Tours a lot.
Dre puts on a smile.
Yeah, cool. Yeah. I mean, congrats. That's great.
After a silence,
It's just, it's kind of funny, isn't it? Like, because you always said you'd never,
Yeah.
but now you're,
Yeah.
and I'm just, I'm curious.
Right.
What?
Nothing.
she continues sifting.
And this guy, Tyler, was it? Timmy Travis? He's the one.
Found it.
Des pulls out a glorious vintage vinyl record player. 6. Past. Nana's house.
Oh yeah? Hit me.
Okay, quick fire. For the end of the world. Go.
Why would I argue for the end of the world?
You should know your opponent's argument.
But there's no argument.
Prove it.
Well, number one, we'd all be dead.
Would we?
Yeah, man.
How do we know that? Have we tried it?
Have we tried it?
Sure.
Have we tried the end of the world?
Have we?
What, so you're a Bond villain now?
How do we know it would be the end of life? Whose version of life?
Our lives.
I would argue the word's already ended though.
Oh, what, so we're in a simulation?
We wish.
Not me not wish.
What if we were?
In a simulation?
Wouldn't you want to see what was beyond all of this?
Aliens? Nah.
Think about it, man.
I have.
Every time the world's ended, it's been on someone else's terms, right? Because someone decided some people deserve to live and others don't. And the rest of us just live in this space in between. But what if we could start over or break free of the simulation? We know this isn't all there is, and we know this isn't working. So who's to say the answer isn't in starting over? Or in trying? Right? Right. Wait for it. Maybe the world has to end for life to survive.
She looks at him like she really thinks she just did something here. He stares back blankly for a long moment, then smiles as the space begins to shift.
That's actually not bad,
7. Present. Nana's house.
And by not bad, do you mean the opposite?
Oh, what, you got jokes now?
I'm just saying it looks
It's
broken.
not broken, it's just, like...
Prehistoric.
Exactly.
That's not good though.
Means I can fix it.
You fix old record players now.
Why not?
He begins tinkering with it. She watches him, smiling.
You were always saying that when we were growing up.
What?
Why not? Diving into everything and driving me mad.
Now look at me. Responsible for an actual human life.
Big moves.
Oh, don't get me started on all the ways I'm gonna mess him up.
Oh, you're definitely gonna mess him up.
Wow.
Everyone messes up their kids'
No, I
mom.
appreciate the faith.
The act of being born basically messes us up. Our brains just protect us from remembering. But we're all survivors of something, right?
This is a pep talk.
I was
Yeah.
in there.
Because what I'm hearing is that we're all broken and there's no hope.
I think we can still make something beautiful out of broken things if we're careful.
He holds her gaze.
I'll hold you to that, yeah?
Then after a moment,
Bada bing, bada boom.
he points to the record player.
Fixed it!
We hear the preliminary hiss, the scratch of the nail on the vinyl. And finally, we hear John Hyatt's silky smooth tone as Have a Little Faith in Me begins to play. 8. Past. Nana's house. Have a Little Faith in Me plays gently in the background.
You're 18. Summer's here. It's the end of the final year of sixth form and the night of the debating competition. But you're standing outside Nana's front doorstep. Hours earlier than expected. You can hear the music streaming from the kitchen window, reminding you it's her big night in, and that you're shortly about to interrupt with...
Dre, I'm sorry.
Don't be...
I am, I should be. I mean, it's never actually happened before. Not like that in public.
It's
It's
okay.
not okay.
All right, I promise you,
I should have
it's
been
okay.
better and smarter.
Des,
I don't know how this happened.
okay,
I
I
can
know,
do this stuff
it's
in my
okay.
sleep. Don't stop saying that.
What do you want me to say?
I don't know.
Good, helpful.
Say you're pissed off.
Well, I'm not.
Say I messed up.
You didn't.
Say I had a panic attack on the one day I just needed to keep my shit together after all the time we spent practicing. I feel so stupid.
You're not.
And there goes the $2,000
That doesn't matter.
and the plane tickets.
I'll figure
Your mum.
something else out.
And what if you can't get into uni now? We said we'd both go back to London and maybe
Des?
you hate me.
No, man.
You do.
I don't.
Your eyes are doing that thing.
What thing?
That thing they do when they hate people.
Des?
What? Why are you laughing?
Because it stopped being about any of that for me.
But you said.
I know what I said.
Then what was it about?
What do you think, Des?
He stares at her. She stares at him. Have a Little Faith in Me now starts to play more audibly.
You are an idiot.
He shrugs.
Yeah?
Des softens. Unthinkingly leans forward to swiftly peck him on the cheek. Wherever she intended, she actually catches him on the corner of his mouth, and Dre instinctively puckers his mouth, surprised. He straightens, staring down at her intently. Des, equally surprised, stares back at him, and then shakes her head. Shit. Des turns to walk away, but Dre reaches out for her arm. As she spins around, he lowers his head to kiss her. She meets him in a long, hard, passionate kiss, their arms pulling each other closer, their hands uncertain, and the full length of their bodies leaning into each other. The music swells. They break the kiss, and for a brief moment, continue to hold each other. End of part 2. 3. Fractures. 1.
The first fairy tale you ever illustrate shows a little black girl on a cloud, looking down at a tiny boy on the ground who has an arm outstretched. You call it The Girl Who Floated Away.
Present. Nana's house. There are a few drinks in.
Wait, American?
Yeah, they were launching the book in the States, so I was there on like the world's tiniest book tour, and Travis was on a break from touring with his,
Jazz band?
Right.
Hmm.
I didn't need anything from him, and he didn't need anything from me.
Oh.
And it just worked,
Mm-hmm.
What?
Just sounds easy.
It was.
Too easy.
What's wrong with easy?
I mean, no one writes songs about things that come easy.
She gives him a look.
First of all, that's a lie. I can think of a million songs right now.
A million?
Yes.
Alright, cool, name one.
Easy. Lionel Richie and the Commodores.
It's actually pronounced the Commodores.
No, it's not.
Okay, it's not, but it shouldn't be, no?
They laugh and start to play Easy by the Commodores. Dre pointedly sings the opening lines of the song, then turns to smile at a much less smug-looking Des.
Forgot what this song was about.
Really?
My point still stands.
Where on the floor?
There's loads more though.
Like?
She thinks.
That Danny Lee one.
Okay, now you're just picking random songs called Easy.
I know!
Alright, last shot of redemption. Final answer?
Look at it.
Easy by Danny Lee plays. As soon as the tune drops, both forget the point they were trying to prove and just instinctively start vibing to it. It starts off as both just individually enjoying the song, and then subtly grows into them dancing together, like it's second nature. It feels familiar, and playful, and joyous. Then, as both increasingly become aware of being in each other's space, it starts to shift into something. Laughing and playing it off. Dre stops the song. They
Hey!
both laugh.
Now I get to call myself a recovering perfectionist. How lucky am I?
You don't believe in luck, remember?
Touche.
She stares at him.
You want another?
She continues to stare.
Des?
2. Past. A university bar.
You're 18. You're in London, and it's the final night of Freshers' Week when it happens. You see him. Across the room in a bar, surrounded by a small crowd like moths to a flame. He looks relaxed standing there, with his height and his face and his long limbs. Your eyes follow the curve of his arm till you see it's attached to, a woman. A whole human woman. You only see her in profile, but that's enough to know that she's beautiful and confident and definitely owns a gym membership. And now he sees you. And he sees you seeing her. And there's a look on his face, a look you don't recognize. And he turns away, blanks you, just like that. You pretend it doesn't sting and remind your legs to keep moving forward. Can we talk?
Dre shrugs casually, but there is an agitated energy to him.
Alone?
Another shrug. Des smiles politely at human woman as she waits for her to leave.
She seems nice.
She is. Nice.
Okay.
What?
Nothing.
What, you don't like her?
What do you think?
I don't know, how would I know? I'm not a mind reader, am I?
Okay, you're mad.
What do you want?
Is this how it's gonna be then?
Yeah, I got friends waiting.
Friends?
Yeah, friends. You know what those are, right?
Des begins to answer. Then she stops herself.
You know what? Forget this.
She turns to leave.
Yeah, just leave. That's what you're doing.
Should I stay or should I go? Which is it?
Just say what you came here to say and then cut.
Can we just find somewhere else to
Nah,
go?
here's good. Talk.
Fine. So, I know you're probably wondering.
2 months, Des. You kiss me and then ghost me for 2 months.
I need you to
Where
know.
were you? Why didn't you talk to me? Like, did I do something wrong?
No, it's not what you're thinking.
Okay, so what is it?
It's not
Not what?
that easy.
It's never that easy with you, man.
Right.
No, don't
I
make
get
this
it.
like something that I did
It's
wrong.
never easy with me. I'm difficult. I make everything harder
No,
than it
don't do
needs
that.
to me. Keep
Don't do
going.
that.
I've heard it
That's
all
not
before.
what I'm saying.
Then explain.
Why? Because everything's got to be on your terms.
That's not true.
Even right now, you're thinking man's got a point, but you still want it your way, don't you?
Maybe I can't just explain
Why not?
it. Dre,
Why not?
You're always asking why not, like it's that simple.
Because I'm trying to understand you.
Okay, so just listen and let me think.
What's there to think about? You had 2 months.
I didn't mean to.
What, kiss me?
No, that's not.
Because I'm not good enough.
What?
That's it, no? I didn't grow up like you. I didn't live in some fuck-off house with my dad.
What are you even talking about right now?
So if you're not on it, then just
That's
say
not
that
it.
you're not on it.
Just listen.
Don't ghost me and make me feel like a dickhead.
Then stop acting like a dickhead. Can you just please just be my friend right now? Or pretend. Can you just pretend that you're like my friend for 1 second, like you're on my side for just 1 second, please?
That's what I thought we were.
We were.
You and me, I thought we
We
were
are.
real friends
We
before
are.
anything else. Then why did you leave?
You feel him there. Scratching beneath the surface, impatient, pushing, always pushing.
Come on, man.
Until you have to push back.
Stop acting like you don't know me.
Well, maybe I don't. And maybe you don't know me.
So who are you then, Des? Tell me.
Maybe this is the moment you both can sense that something is ending that never truly began. Maybe you say something funny or something clever that hides how this simple question is shattering your whole world. Or maybe you reach for the lie that has always felt safer than the truth.
She now speaks to him. Her tone is flat, dismissive.
You're right, yeah. I'm not on it. Sorry.
Dre nods slowly. She watches him as he walks away.
Going, gone.
3. Des stands alone.
It's a strange thing, isn't it? Living in a black body and trying to become aware of the way your body interacts with the world. And not just the way the world interacts with your body. It's almost like unlearning something you were taught before you even know you've been taught it. How do you begin to rewire your mind and train your body to relax and to touch again? A body that has been on high alert long before it fully grew into itself. You're 5 years old. You're told you look 10. You're 10 years old. You're told you look 15. You're 15 years old. You're told you're a grown woman. You're a grown woman. And you're wondering why little black girls are always treated like they're grown. You don't have an answer that makes sense. So you paint. Bury yourself in a world of colours, painting things and places and people and bodies, black bodies and divine bodies and wounded bodies, and all of the bodies seeking a safe place where they can rest.
4. Present. Nana's house.
So, where's your wife?
We're not married.
Right, sorry.
She took Malachi home. He insisted on laying flowers on Nana's grave.
Malachi. You named him after your brother.
Dre nods. She smiles.
That's nice. So you're not married, huh? What's up with that?
Well, Pastor,
Ha.
we prefer to live in sin, you see.
Oh, he's sassy, okay.
I mean, what's sexier than eternal damnation? I mean,
Bustations.
Well,
They smile.
That's following me to the grave, isn't it?
here lies destiny. Man, did she love bus stations.
What a legacy.
What a life.
They laugh. A shift.
Not everyone wants to get married, does it?
I mean, sure, but you do, or used to.
I mean, people
What
change.
changed?
People change, don't they? I mean, just look at you, innit? Like,
Wait, did you propose?
Dre doesn't know how to respond.
Oh shit, you did, didn't you?
He shrugs.
And she...
said no.
Oh my
Des starts to laugh.
No, are you seriously?
I'm not laughing.
You're
I'm
not
really...
laughing?
She unsuccessfully tries to contain the giggles.
I just feel
Wait,
like
you're
a
not-
detective who just cracked a
Wait,
case.
this is you not laughing?
Help me. I don't know what's happening.
As Dre watches her struggle to contain her laughter, he begins to laugh with her.
This is messed up, you know.
I know.
You're burning in hell for this.
Then I can save you a seat.
He laughs. A shift.
Nah, she was right to say no, though. Nina, that's,
That's her name.
yeah.
Nina. Pretty name. Is she pretty?
Dre laughs awkwardly.
What? Is that weird?
No,
for me to
no,
ask?
it's not.
Because it's getting a little...
No, it's calm.
A little weird.
She's beautiful, yeah.
I bet.
Damn smart, too.
Nice. Remind the people you're not shallow.
Dre laughs again. Now much less awkward.
I can't lie, though, it bruised my ego a little. When she first said no. As soon as she said it, though, I knew, like in my bones, I knew, you know. She was pregnant with Malachi then, and I can't imagine a world where he doesn't exist now, but it definitely wasn't planned. And maybe I thought I was just trying to reassure her, like it was a knee-jerk reaction or something, you know?
I can think of worse reactions.
And the more I think about it, I don't know, I think it was about me. And it wasn't noble or honorable. I spent my whole life trying to be a part of a family. I was hungry for it. Do you know what I mean? And then suddenly life said, here you go. Here's your perfect, normal family from scratch. And I just wanted to protect it with everything I had.
Normal family.
Right.
What's normal anyway?
Dre looks at her for a beat.
There's just so you know, Nina and I, it's not, I mean, her and I were not.
But you still did it, though, right? Created a family with someone that you now live with, still.
Her tone is light, but there's a note of accusation.
So you got everything you wanted anyway, right?
Right.
You're 27. You're back standing outside the house of the boy who appeared out of nowhere. Except you see a man holding his baby with someone else. Months later, oceans away, you find an article about the myth of first love. It tells you it's down to a chemical system in your brain, an anomaly that fools you into believing it was something profound, instead of just the impact of experiencing something for the first time. So each time you feel that tugging in your heart, a reminder of the moment some part of you was severed in two, you pull it out, read it again, and remember how to breathe.
Past.
Do you think we'll get to see it?
What?
What comes next? After the end of the word?
5. Past. A university bar.
It's your 20th birthday. You're blowing out candles on a cake, surrounded by people and drinks and music, and you're wondering how it's possible for a human being to feel this lonely when it hits you. You're now older than your older brother. Do you feel familiar shadows closing in? As you think about all the people who should be here, but aren't.
Des approaches.
Hi.
It's been over a year.
Can I sit?
You're wondering if you're hallucinating.
He slowly brings a hand up, then pokes her in the face.
Ow.
You're not hallucinating.
Are you drunk?
Dre nods. For too long.
Good. It'll make this easier.
She smiles at his questioning look.
Oh yeah, I'm kidnapping you.
Des is uni flat.
Seemed like a good idea at the time, but now he's here, in your flat, and you're trying not to lose your nerve.
Why am I here?
He's sobering up.
Why did you bring me here?
He's asking logical questions. You briefly wonder about human women with the gym membership.
Des,
I wanted to give you something, a gift of sorts.
a gift?
You pull back a large covering, unveiling something in the center of the room, and then you wait.
He looks at the painting for a long time. Then he looks at her.
This is me?
She nods.
It takes your breath away.
You hate it.
That someone could look at you
You're not saying
and
anything.
see this, all of this,
That means you hate it.
for the first time in a long time, you feel your muscles relax. Like releasing a breath you never knew you were holding.
Say something.
Man, it's beautiful, Des.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Good. That's good. That's good. Now for part 2.
Part 2.
I'm going away. Abroad. For this summer art program. That I got on because of the painting, because of you. And it reminded me of how you were always making me brave. And I've now had some time, a lot of time to think. And I think that you are important to me. So I don't want to lose you from my life.
What are you...
Just hear me out. Let me get this out.
No, you don't have to.
I want to now. I do.
Okay.
And so you tell him. You tell him everything. Everything that happened. Everything that was packaged away and left to rot in plain sight. You tell him about the girl who floated away when something was taken from her. When a trusted family friend made her believe her body was no longer her own. And all she remembered was the smell of cinnamon. You tell him about the panic attacks that started. You tell him about her papa, who stopped talking, who didn't have the words to mend her heart or his own. And in the absence of words, they created a new language with academic achievements. You tell him about her mum and wonder who she would have been if they only had more time. And when there's nothing left to tell, you stop. And you wait. And you wait. And you wait.
A very long silence.
I'm here. I'm here. I'm here.
It starts in your soul, makes its way to your mind, and then finally you feel it sitting there in your body. It wraps itself around your heart, filling it with light, and then gently, quietly explodes it. It's a powerful thing to be seen.
End of part 3. 4. Lovers. 1. They stare at each other. Carefully, tentatively, take each other in. Then, finally, Des smiles.
Hi.
Hi.
Past.
There's an energy between you when you get back from overseas, when you become friends again, but not friends. No, something else, something undefined, something still taking shape, caught in the act of metamorphosis. Something is shifting between you again, something terrifying and comforting. You both dance around it while no one makes a move.
Situationship by Snow Allegra plays.
So, are you still with gym membership? Never mind.
Do I still go gym?
No, that's not what I was asking.
Why are you saying it like that? Where you
I
going?
don't know.
2. Present. Nana's house. They've been drinking for a while.
Seriously, where are you going though?
To get more.
More booze. What happened to helping me pack?
This is the good stuff, okay? Don't get all stingy now.
Are you drunk?
No.
That wasn't a yes or no question.
Yes.
You're still getting on the plane though, right?
The question sobers her up a little bit.
Right.
Alright, so listen to this. It's my son's first day of school comes round, right? And it's a big change, you know. But the little man does his best. We come home, we have dinner, we go to bed. And the next morning I get him up. And do you know what he says to me?
What?
I already went yesterday.
They both laugh.
No, wait. I already went yesterday.
She laughs harder.
I'm telling you, it took me out.
That kid is speaking to my soul.
Straight up.
How do you even argue with that?
I couldn't.
They laugh. A shift.
I think about the world that we were growing up. Like how I had Nana, and even if the world was on fire, the world was still a better place with her in it. I was better. Malachi's not going to have that now. All he's going to have is,
You
yeah,
and Nina.
yeah. I don't know if if on my own, if I could ever be, you know.
You are.
I don't know, man.
He looks away, uncertain.
I really don't know.
She looks at him with intention.
You're enough, Dre. I promise.
3. Past. A dark bedroom. Dre sits alone. We hear the muted sound of pumping music on the other side of the door.
You're 21. It's graduation night. And you're alone in some bedroom, at some party, in some house. Thinking back earlier in the day when you got your diploma. When you looked out into the crowd and you saw the tears in your Nana's eyes. The joy she didn't even try to contain as she jumped up from her seat and she whooped and she yelled and she told everyone, "That's my blood.
He nods.
That's my blood." And it's enough. Should be enough. Would have been enough. If your eyes didn't travel to the empty chair on her left. The empty chair where the woman who gave birth to you should be, could be, said she'd be, but isn't. You waited 5 years just to hear her proudly say those words, "That's my blood." But instead there's just an empty chair and a text saying sorry. You know, it's almost funny. 5 years of keeping it together, keeping it easy, keeping it moving and always moving, and an empty chair is your undoing. Because that's what you are. Undone. You know it. You're spiraling, you can't stop it. Familiar shadows are closing in and the air's running out and the room's getting darker and darker and darker.
Suddenly, a bright light filters through, and the muted music becomes louder. Des enters the room. We hear a snippet of a song that would have been playing 11 years ago. Perhaps it's something like "Take Care" by Drake, featuring Rihanna.
Jeez, there you are.
Dre looks away as she approaches.
Why is it so dark in here?
A glance around the room.
What you doing, weirdo? You're being summoned for pics with drunk fool downstairs.
Yeah, no, I'll catch
Come.
up with you in a sec.
Yeah, right, like I'm heading back on my own. Do you know how annoying these clowns are when you're sober?
She waits for a response.
And why am I still sober, I hear you ask? Well, Dre, turns out, looking for someone all night diminishes your ability to get lit. Who knew? What? No snarky response?
She didn't come.
She... what? You've got a nickname for your brand of sarcasm now?
Silence.
Listen, I guess it's a long trip, isn't it? Like,
Your mum?
He shrugs.
I still thought she might. Graduation and all.
Oh, Dre, I'm sorry she wasn't here.
Nah, I'm cool.
She looks at him, facing away from her, the opposite of cool.
Yeah, you seem cool.
I'm cool.
I know you are.
So why are you looking at me like that?
How'd you know how I'm looking at you when you haven't looked at me once?
He still doesn't look at her.
I don't think I even blame her, you know?
What do you mean?
Yeah, I'd do the same.
This
It
isn't your
actually
fault.
makes
Dre,
sense when you think about it.
listen to me.
No,
He finally faces her, unraveling.
because what would you do? Hmm? If you left your house and everyone you love for some foreign land? If you crossed oceans for a man that never knew peace? If you got left behind with 2 young kids because he offed himself?
Des is reacting to this information for the first time.
Dre,
And the kid you loved the most? Well, if he's dead now too, then you're just left with me. Yeah, no, it makes sense. That wouldn't be enough. It makes sense. I mean, you'd do the same, wouldn't you?
She takes a step towards him.
Throw me away? Make me someone else's problem. Pack your bags, go back. Start a new life with a new family. It just makes sense, doesn't it? That she didn't choose me. Because why would she? Why would she? I mean, well, why wouldn't she choose me?
He looks away, angry, embarrassed, hurt. The song transforms into a slower arrangement. Des looks at him intently, then takes a steady breath.
I would.
And as she steps towards him, the scene now begins to feel transcendent.
And I do.
She lays a hand on his back, gently holds his arm. They stay there for a moment, until he finally turns around and allows her to hold him in her embrace. Something is shifting. After a moment, she gently pulls him towards the center of the room, and she leans forward with intention.
Wait, there's...
He gives her a long, searching look that seems to be asking, "Are you sure?" Des nods. When Dre doesn't move, she closes the gap between them.
I'm choosing this. I'm choosing you.
Des lays a hand on Dre's cheek. They kiss. The kiss deepens. They make love.
Before you know it, you're painting 2 infinite beings. Bodies entangled, cosmic, divine, like there's no beginning or end. Only shapes that shift for eternity from this life and into the next. You call it The Fugitives, based on the memory of lives lived and not yet lived.
4. Present. Nana's house. The whiskey bottle is nearly empty, and we can tell. Different items from unpacked boxes have spilled out next to them.
It's like you know when you're home alone, yeah, and you hear strange noise, like any noise, and your brain goes, "Yep, this is it. This is how I die."
She waits. Then, before he can speak,
No, of course not. You're a man.
That's not fair.
Then I don't want to be fair anymore. Man, I used to be so jealous of you.
Of me? Swear.
Yeah, still am. You just have this way of being, of making people feel around you. And in New York, I didn't have that, you know. Like, even with my work getting noticed, when it seemed like I could do anything and be anything, still just felt like I was waiting.
Waiting for what?
Something bad to happen. Or I don't know, something worse than the last thing. And now I don't even know how to just feel good things when they're happening, you know. Like, I'm just thinking about when they'll end. I mean, I'm with a good man who loves me, who wants my children, and I can't even...
she stops, embarrassed.
So sorry, I'm chatting shit. No one wants to hear all this.
No, I do.
Don't listen to me, I'm drunk.
I want to listen to you even more now.
She rifles through a nearby box, finds a small jewelry box.
Oh, Dre, look.
She opens it, gasps, showing it to him.
Yeah, that's Nana's ring.
It's so beautiful.
Yeah, she wanted to be buried with her wedding ring. She left me this one.
Oh my god. I have a great idea. Dre,
What?
She gets down on one knee, holds out the ring.
Will you marry me?
Dre stares at her.
Get it? Because of earlier when I laughed, now you get to say,
Yes.
no, you're supposed to get me back by saying,
Yes.
She stops laughing.
Now what?
5. Pass. Des's flat share.
hi.
Hi.
And as the scene begins to transform,
Oh, you think you're funny, don't you?
6. Present. Nana's house. Des is holding a bouquet of flowers and pretending to walk down the aisle.
You're the one who said yes. The game is the game, player.
She picks up the nearest random object, hands it to Dre.
Go on, Mr. Victor's not got all day.
Mr. Vicar.
Yup.
That's his name.
Look, I don't make the rules, man.
I think he might make some rules.
Hush now, sweetness. It's our wedding day. And we must now say our vows, unless, of course, you didn't write yours.
Oh, it's like that.
If you didn't want to prioritize me in the same
I
way.
got my vows.
Really?
Dre sets aside whatever object Des handed him, gently taps his chest.
I've got him right here.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, you ready?
Are you?
Yes, I am.
Take it away.
I, Dre,
Yes.
take you, Destiny.
That's
Be
me.
my partner in crime
Uh-huh.
forever.
Okay. Not bad. That's it, though.
He looks at her.
I can say more.
Taking a leaf from her book, Dre now turns to the imagined crowd, and suddenly, we become the audience.
You see friends and family, Mr. Vicar.
Crowd look. Nice.
I buried my nana today. I was sent to live with this amazing woman when I was 16 in this small town that she loved so much, and I think it probably saved my life. When you're young, you know, you take the connections you build for granted. You think maybe, I don't know, you think that you'll have them again. But that doesn't always happen, does it? Sometimes it's just lightning in a bottle, sometimes it's just once in a lifetime.
He looks back at her.
You think you'll get another shot, but by the time you're ready, you know, by the time you're coming back up for air, life has other plans. Takes you to places you never expected, but eventually
Dre, maybe we should.
you end up exactly where you're supposed to be.
He now speaks with complete clarity.
And here, in this moment, is exactly where I'm supposed to be. Because here is where I pledge my life to, Des.
He takes her hand.
I'm not sure what I believed about other lives or other worlds or other dimensions, but what I feel deep in my bones is that if soulmates are real, then Des, you have always been mine. You always believed in me, and I believe in you. And when you believe in someone, it's not just for a moment or for a while, it's forever.
Des doesn't know what to do. They stare at each other. And it feels like this could be the moment. The moment they both finally give in. Just as Des is about to close the gap, the sudden loud ringing sound of Dre's phone cuts through the silence.
You should probably get that.
I don't think so.
The phone continues to ring. Dre continues to ignore it. Finally, Des looks away to dig the phone out of his pocket and freezes. She shakes her head, as if waking from a dream.
Take it. It's your family.
He reaches a hand out towards her, and end of part 4. 5. Fugitives. 1. Past. A flat.
Do you think we'll get to see it?
What?
What comes next?
Maybe we already have.
After End of the World?
A year's residency?
In Prague.
I think
What
it's
do you
great.
think? Yeah?
Yeah, I mean, what's a year anyway, right?
My painting, I can't find it.
What do you mean?
For my portfolio, The Fugitives. How's a painting just disappeared?
What, you named a painting The Fugitives and it just, gone and escaped? Fuck.
You're not your dad.
No, you don't know what it's
You're
like
not
in
the
my
dad.
head, something. You don't
So
know.
talk to me. Okay, just keep talking.
Sorry, I missed it.
Where were you? Been trying all
Phone's been
day.
off, I'm sorry.
You're okay though, right?
Well, 2 years in New
You
York.
don't have to decide now. I don't even have to take it.
But why wouldn't you take it?
You don't think I have a reason to stay here?
Do you have a reason to stay here? You feel familiar shadows closing in,
You feel him changing shape, getting blurry.
and this time, you let them.
Talk to me. The next fairy tale you illustrate, you call the boy who loses his smile. So you think I should? Take it then.
Yeah. Why not?
He turns away from her. She waits.
So that's it then.
Silence.
Before you leave for New York, you go home. And when you open the door, you hear Mama's song. It makes you cry. And you can't stop. And then your papa appears. He looks older than you remember, when you were last paying attention. You feel her, Mom, here, wrapping you both in her embrace. Papa doesn't say anything for a long time. And when he speaks, he says, I'm sorry you only had me, when she was the one you deserved. It's the first time you realize you were all he had left to.
You're 24. You return to your nana's town to take care of her failing heart. It'll be years before you realize that she was the one taking care of yours. And it'll be years after this, weeks before she takes her final breath and becomes an ancestor, that she will turn to you and say, the only thing that makes this easier is knowing that I'm leaving this world before you. Thank you for giving me that. Now hold on, understand. I will not see you before it's time. So hold on and keep holding on, my son. And so you do.
2. Present. Crossroads.
Cab's on its way.
Des nods. Dre takes something out of a box. He hands it to her.
What's this?
It's yours.
As she turns, we see it's a painting.
The Fugitives, my painting. It was here all along?
Yeah,
How did it?
I took it.
She looks at him for a long beat, then back at the painting again.
You took it?
Something is clearly staring inside her. She becomes agitated, fidgety.
You said the cab is...
On its way, yeah. Can I ask you something before you go?
What?
Are you happy?
Don't do that.
What?
That thing people do
I mean with your life, like with Travis.
when they think they know.
You said you just got engaged.
Been engaged for a year, actually.
A year?
Yeah.
And you didn't tell anyone?
Who's anyone?
When's the wedding?
I don't know.
You don't know.
We don't have a date
You don't
yet.
have a date
Yet.
yet. Why not?
I don't know, Dre. Want to be a wedding planner?
I just want to know if you're happy.
Of course I'm happy.
Are you?
Yes.
Okay.
What's that supposed to mean?
Okay, you're happy.
That's what I said.
That's good.
It is.
That's great.
I think so.
Sensational.
What are you doing?
I'm not doing anything.
Sensational. When have you ever said sensational?
You don't know my life.
What do you think you know mine? What do you want me to say, Dre? That I'm miserable?
Are you?
She just looks at him.
There's...
I need to get away from you.
There's...
This is why I don't.
You didn't what?
You make me.
Make you what? You can talk to me.
He reaches out a hand.
Don't touch me. Sorry, I don't mean to be that dramatic, but seriously, don't touch me. You are driving me insane, okay? Making me question things that don't matter.
Like what?
Like, I don't know, Dre. Useless, stupid, nonsensical things.
Okay, good.
Like, if there was even a fraction of truth in this whole idea of soulmates or whatever the hell you wanted to call it, then how do we only get one? I mean, come on. If every decision you made led to where you are now, that means that our past you have to choose, and past you didn't choose, right? So if you choose a different path, you probably have a different life in a different world, with a different person, right? So that means there has to be more than one out there for us. Because if the idea is that this, I don't even know, this soul connection you have with just one person can never be replicated or matched by anyone else, what do you even do with that? No, fuck that. And you know what, fuck you.
Oi.
For making me feel like I took everything I could ever feel for a person and put it all on you. Do you know how insane that is? It is, right? It's insane. It's an insane thing that normal people do not do.
Well, what's normal?
Normal is not sabotaging every relationship you ever had for an idea, okay? It's not wondering what could have been and always thinking maybe it could have been better. And it's not rationalizing these feelings for something that never really was.
You didn't stay.
You didn't ask. You didn't ask.
I'm asking now. Stay.
I think when we didn't work, when I failed, I think I buried all of that feeling somewhere no one else could find. And then I lost the key or something. That's what it feels like. Like I lost the key and now I'm stuck here feeling numb. Like there's a part of me that's missing. I don't know how to make my way back or how to move forward. So I'm just stuck at this crossroads, like all these paths in front of me and I can't move.
You didn't fail.
I couldn't help you, Dre. The way you helped me, so yeah, I failed.
Is that what you think? How can you not know that you changed my whole life? You did. Des, you did.
Dre stares at her for a long beat. And in this moment, something starts shifting for him. When he next speaks, he's deceptively casual.
You know, you taught me something a long time ago. You taught me to wait. Be still. Listen to what's happening in the silence. I never forgot that. So,
Loudly and suddenly claps his hands together.
quick fire for you and me. All right, go.
She looks at him like homie just lost his whole damn mind.
What are you doing?
Go!
I'm not in the mood
Will
for
you
this.
trust me, please?
Then, reluctantly,
Why would I argue for you and me?
Someone once told me you should know your opponent's argument.
There's no argument.
Prove it.
she shakes her head.
This is stupid.
I'm too short.
What?
I'm too ugly.
Where?
I have dimples.
So?
Dimples suck.
Oh my god, shut up.
I don't come from money.
Why would I care about
I
that?
have a kid.
There's no reality where something made from you could be a bad thing.
They
Hey.
share a tender look.
I let you go when I couldn't.
That wasn't your fault.
Well, then tell me. Why do you still think it's yours?
This is it. The single thing she doesn't have an answer for. After a moment, he forces himself to continue.
This isn't where you need to be anymore, is it? You made a life somewhere else, with someone else. With a man who loves you. And you love him, too?
This is an emotional moment for Des, who might have never said this before.
Yeah.
Dre nods. It's a blow he's been preparing to take, but he feels it all the same. After a moment, he puts on a playful smile and powers through.
And even though I really just want to say, fuck that guy and fuck his little jazz band too,
Des lets out a short, unexpected laugh.
there isn't a universe where I tell you you don't deserve this. Because you do, Des. You deserve love. Big, epic, hell, even easy love. Why not? However you want it, you deserve it all.
Des is overwhelmed, like something inside her is being set free.
So stop being afraid. Stop trying to control it. Let it in. Feel it. Feel it all.
And so she does. And maybe the opening chords of Alice Smith's majestic cover of I Put a Spell on You return. And maybe the space begins to shift, and shift, and shift. And maybe we see, hear, feel all of these moments as they coalesce, as they interrupt the space, colliding and transforming and shifting in and out of each other, as they are remembered and honored and released. They are mostly inaudible, echoes, hints, ghosts that we don't quite catch, but we feel them.
Then what was it about?
What do you think, Des?
So I'm just saying that you can stop sometimes.
Who are you?
Talk to me.
Des, why didn't you choose?
I do.
I'm here.
I'm choosing this. I'm choosing you.
As this is happening, Des gives Dre the fugitive painting back. She's leaving it behind. He hesitates, and then finally he takes it. Their hands connect and linger on the painting. Whatever felt right for the actors to do at this moment, they just do that. Then Des leaves. And finally, Dre places the painting back in the box it came from. We can only just about make out this final moment.
Do you think we'll get to see it?
What?
What comes next after the end of the world?
Maybe we already
Oh
have.
yeah? And what did it look like?
Two little black kids, destined to form each other again and again.
3. Dre stands alone on a decluttered stage that looks exactly as it did in the beginning. The complete silence rings loudly. We sit in it for the longest beat. Until Des enters, slightly out of breath. They stare at each other, carefully, tentatively, take each other in. Then finally, Des smiles.
Hi.
Maybe we are witnessing a past moment we've already seen before, or a present moment that changes everything, or another moment that exists somewhere beyond the periphery. We don't hear what comes next, and maybe this is where we end. The end.
Thank you very much, everyone.
There's Q&A.
Hyla, is there a Q&A? You tell me.
The microphone's coming for question and
So you want us to stay there?
Yes, thank you.
Close together.
Respect.
You're very sweet.
Anybody have any questions?
Hello. First of all, amazing job. I wanted to know what like the process was like for you guys doing the stage reading.
Also, side note, I did this scene for my senior. I did a scene of this play for my senior showcase like a few weeks ago, and so it was just so cool. I was like, oh my gosh, I want to say that one. My scene partner couldn't make it tonight, but it's amazing. It's like reliving it again. It was really cool.
And also, did you guys get to speak with the playwright? I just want to know everything. It's amazing.
Yeah, wow. Yeah, I'm gonna go that. Oh, that's amazing, by the way. Because this, I know it was on the West End at the end of last year. So I didn't. Thank you. Yeah, it was really difficult to find the play actually because it's so new. And in terms of the process for it, it's difficult when it's a new play because, especially when you're bringing it to America, you have to be a little bit careful about how much you're representing it. So this is a very safe space for us to sort of put it on and not attract maybe like too much attention to it, but also making sure that it sort of touches the communities that you think it might. So yeah, I just ordered it. It took me a while to order it. I read it and I just thought it was something we could put on here. And I asked Haile and said, what do you think? And he was like, here's the date, go for it. I've known Johanna for a bit and I know she's like super talented, so we didn't actually go over it too many times, but I think when you know what someone is capable of, you just come up and just put it on and see what you can do. So, yeah, that's brilliant. Thanks.
Any more questions?
Hi. I just want to say I'm a very visual person, so to experience this in this way for the first time for me was really interesting and exciting, and I felt very connected to the story, so that was surprising for me, so bravo. I've known Johanna like most of my life, and she does not speak with a British accent. So I just want to ask you what your process was like to really do 90 full minutes in a British accent. Very impressive. I'm sitting next to her mother here. We're both and her sister here too.
But she speaks randomly in a British accent.
Okay, there we go. Yeah, so I know this is something you really have to train your brain for, so I just wanted to know what your process was like. Also, congratulations, I'm really proud of you.
Thank you, Anna. Thank you for being here, and thank you for everyone being here. Yeah, I mean, so even, when Christian came to me with this play, like I said yes immediately. I didn't ask any questions about what it was about or anything. And something that I feel about acting and stories is that the roles that we get, we've already been playing them and we don't even know it. And so, when I read it and learned it was by a British playwright, and like my sister said, I do speak with a British accent quite often, so it kind of was oh my God, I have been preparing for this for 15 years at least. Yeah, it's just really kismet in that way, so there was so many aspects of this story actually, especially in the moment that I find myself in my life right now, that it was just whoa, I have all these places to pull from because of it, so the turnaround on this was a month from the date of Christian approaching me and then us coming here and talking to Haile, and it just was boom, boom, boom. So I think, yeah, it's just very special, and you don't know in life what you're preparing for, and yeah, that's why it just has felt so special to be able to do this here.
Well, first, thank you, all of you. Seriously, it's all, you know, I would say it's a production that gave us an evening of entertainment. Especially to me, and I'm going to ask you at the end a question, but the rhythmic flow is so powerful, and from the stage instruction to the two characters, and in those staccatos that are always difficult for actors because you are on each other's timeline or wavelength, and so it was delivered so powerful. And I was nervous actually because those are the hardest scenes to do for actors, especially on stage. In the film it could be edited, etc., but on stage it's different. So I really, that's amazing on all of you. The conductor, sister, is amazing. Stage conductor. Because you were on the flow. You were literally, you know, this is the first time I'm seeing all the clapping and the instructions. That is very musical. And it's your intonation up and down is so powerful. You conducted it good. Now, Christian, I want to ask you, the interpretation is so tight, so good. You know, there's nothing I missed. Did you edit for the interpretive arrow to go to? And if that's the case, what was edited for, you know, for you to achieve this rhythmic pace? Thank you again.
There were cuts, but not a lot. I think again, the characters are very culturally specific. So I just wanted to make sure that the rendition we gave was the most honest and focused on what the soul of the story was about, which was, I mean, Black Love was at the heart of it. And I didn't want us to sort of get caught up in misrepresenting a culture that maybe we didn't belong to. So I focused very closely on making sure that that was the center, that was the focus, that was the core of it. I don't necessarily know if that was the reason why it was so rhythmic and well paced. I think that's just the playwright. I think she's just incredible with her words and her pacing. That's her voice, that's the way she's creating characters. So that was all her, really.
Well, can I ask you, is it Caribbean England? The writer, I don't know, this is the first time I'm experiencing this play. Is it a Caribbean Englander or is it an African Englander?
So she's Congolese, but grew up in England. And then the male character, Nigerian, but grew up in England.
But the writer?
Yeah, she, Congolese.
Oh my goodness, thank you.
Amazing.
Because it does without pronouncing, in a very Black Powerish, it really is a very anchored Black human story.
Absolutely.
Any other questions? He has the mic.
You go first. I guess I should say, firstly, everyone did a wonderful job, so congratulations on that. But the question goes to both Johanna and Christian. I understand that obviously, I know the both of you, and you both grew up in very different spaces, so, you know, I'd like to understand how you thought it would resonate from one, the English perspective, but also from the American perspective with a generally an American crowd.
Yeah, you go first.
So, at first, you know, when I learned that we were gonna make the cuts of like the culture references, I was like, oh, this is gonna change the whole meaning of everything. And you know, and I was practicing even like a Congolese, like, you know, British accent, like studying that. But I think it is because it's written by a British playwright that, you know, like race does, we experience it differently here and in the UK. Like, you know, there's racism in both places, you know, and there's like different ways that we have to orient ourselves to, you know, the mainstream. But I think that in the UK and in Europe, there is more, like, less attention, like, to that gaze, the white gaze, you know, that allows, and of course it's there, you know, like, but it doesn't have to be so loud that it's like, this is a, like, black story. I don't want that to be taken away, but like sort of what Hilo was saying, you know, I think there's just, it's communicated what it's about and who it's about through the experience, you know, and through the rhythm. And I think that is so much more powerful to convey, you know, like convey through like doing and acting, you know. So, yeah, as an American reading it and performing it, I don't know, I guess it was exciting to be able to have that space, to be able to play, really, and not like perform a experience someone thinks I'm having, you know, like we deserve to have like love stories and like it be funny and, you know, tragic and all those things without it, yeah, always being focused on the, like, the suffering. I don't know if that, yeah.
I think for me, I don't know, I think all the theatre that I've been exposed to, particularly when it comes to love, is never specifically made for black characters. And I think that's a lot of theatre in general. I grew up doing a lot of plays and you're sort of kind of having to fit into a perspective that's not yours. So even that is really difficult to even get opportunities because it doesn't fit into sort of your natural sensibilities. And this is an English play, but I mean, she's a British playwright, but it's still very new. It's still very new to be exposed to these kinds of stories, particularly in theatre. And I'm hoping that these kinds of plays open it up to audiences that feel like it's not for them. Because this is, I don't know, I read it and I went, yeah, I understand this 100%. You know, the musical references, it was very, very specifically for us. And I think when you are exposed to that, you've got to make sure as many people see it as possible. So when you bring it here, you know that there's going to be an audience here that's going to want to see these things. And hopefully really connect with it. And I hope everyone did. And now it's just about making sure you raise awareness on these types of projects and do things like put on stage readings, make people know who this playwright is, make people know that shows like this exist, and then hopefully get the attention of the bigger, more influential theatres, which hopefully these types of events do. Yeah.
Hello, good job everybody. I've never seen a stage reading before, so this is really cool to see. I'm used to like seeing live shows and stuff, so it's really cool to see something like this. But for those of you that have done like live shows before, I really was curious to know the difference in like the rehearsal process between like a stage reading and like a live show. I know other than like, you know, the script is in front of you, but like other than that, like what's like the main difference? Like what do you like prepare for? What do you have to be more on point about for a stage reading versus a live show? Like just those differences, if you want to explain that. Thank you.
Well, I used to put them up a lot in this kind of setting, and most of it is just the casting. So if you know what someone is able to do, you don't have to sort of do too much. You just have to make sure that you're familiar with it, and then any specific changes you want to make or like points you want to make, you make them. But you know, we went over it a few times. So the rehearsal space is more just about making sure that the story is clear and that everyone feels comfortable with what they're doing and saying. But again, you're mostly just trusting the ability of the people who are up here, and I mean, you don't do it unless you've got really talented people with you. So that's really it. It's as simple as that.
And I think, you know, so this is my first time doing a stage reading, and it definitely at first, you know, felt like a little more relief, like, oh, I don't have to memorize a whole play, you know, in a month. And then though there was the other side where it was like, oh, but wait, you know, what about the movement and like, you know, all these aspects of the story that again, like you think are necessary to be able to deliver, you know? And so this experience was actually very liberating in that way, and returning to that tonality, the rhythm, and like the essence of the words. You know, the words are everything. It is the story. And so it really allowed us to just, yeah, like it's the text, you know, and let the text shine. And again, yeah, it's just brilliantly written, and yeah, it was very just like an amazing experience to be able to do it in this format, and we want to do more.
I'm gonna agree with our wonderful actress. This was really an opportunity to let the raw text shine, and that doesn't really happen a lot. You know, unless you're casted into a cast, like you do this often, table readings, seeing the raw text, but this is not often readily available. So that was a cool aspect for it, of it for me. It kind of gives you a glimpse behind the curtains into like the magic that is theater. Instead of like seeing directions on stage, I was giving them. So that's not something that would normally happen, or like me saying the music cues, the music would just play. So I think that that's also a beautiful, I guess, plus to this, coming from like off stage and now being able to do a stage reading, is that the raw text really gets an opportunity to shine through.
Any other questions? Comments?
Brilliant. Thanks very much, everyone. We appreciate you coming out.
Before we disperse, I just want to thank you guys for being here. I want to thank all of you for showing up. This is the first time I've ever experienced anything like this as well, so hopefully we'll get to do more of this in the future, and hopefully we'll get to see all of you back here again, which is why before you guys leave, I want to give you a quick rundown of some of our upcoming events. Tomorrow we do have a community gathering. It's called Sudan in Our Mind. Since last July, we have been gathering here. We've been inviting artists in the DMV to come here and express themselves and stand in solidarity with the people of Palestine. Since then, that event has evolved, and it has turned into a discussion stage pretty much for topics and places and areas we're highlighting, such as Gaza, Congo, Sudan, and Haiti. So tomorrow is one of those gatherings, so we'd love it if all of you can be here. All donations collected will go to WPFW. They've been our partners for a long time, and they've been doing this, standing for justice and highlighting these stories from these parts of the world where the mainstream media would not pay attention to. So we collect donations for them. The entire month, we are excited to be organizing a series of events honoring the great revolutionary Malcolm X. The event would start on Wednesday evening with a film screening, Gil Noble's 1978 film, a documentary film about Malcolm X. And afterwards, there will be a discussion between Haile Gerima and Baba Peter Bailey. On Friday, we will have another discussion, teaching Malcolm X with Professor Greg Thomas and Heilig. On Saturday, the unrelenting revolutionary Malcolm X, another topic with Baba Lumumba. And on Sunday, we will have Dr. Greg Carr here to discuss the film Make a Plane, Malcolm X Make a Plane. We have many more events. I'm not going to keep you here longer. Please check out our website and our social media. Thank you all for coming here, and thank you again.
Thank you.